Hi guys, my name is Minhajuddin Ansari and you're watching the 29th tutorial on C programming, and today I will talk about how you can pass pointers as arguments to a function. So first of all, I'm going to define my integer variable num and I'm going to initialize it to the value 5. I'm also going to define my integer pointer ptr and I'm going to initialize it to the address of my integer variable num. And now I'm going to create a function called change value. Its return type will be void, its name will be change value, and inside the parameter list, I'm going to include an integer pointer as a parameter. And I'm going to name the integer pointer minhaj. Now inside the body of my change value function, I'm simply going to dereference my pointer minhaj and I'm going to assign it a new value. And now in my main function, I'm going to call my change value function and I'm going to pass it the pointer ptr. And in the end, I'm going to print the value of the integer variable num again. So now when I run the program, let's see what the value of the integer variable num is. So you can see that the integer variable num, its value has become 999, but initially its value was 5. So how did that happen? This happened because I passed the address of the variable num into my function. So right here, the pointer ptr, it is initialized to the address of the variable num. This means the pointer ptr knows where the variable num is located in the main memory because it knows its address. So when I pass the pointer ptr as an argument into my change value function, so the contents of the pointer ptr will be copied inside the integer pointer minhaj. It will be copied, and I already told you that that whatever you pass in the argument list, it is copied inside the variables of your parameter list. So simply the contents of the pointer variable ptr, that means the address which is inside the pointer variable ptr. This address is copied inside the pointer variable minhaj. So now minhaj has the address of the variable num. Minhaj knows where the variable num is located in the main memory. So now I will simply dereference the minhaj pointer. So now I can access the variable num because I have dereferenced the address, and the address inside the minhaj pointer is the address of the variable num. So now I can access the value at that address. So I will assign it 999. So that means the value that will be assigned at the variable num, at the space of the variable num, will be 999 because I dereferenced that variable space, because I knew the address of that variable space in the main memory. And why did I know that? I knew that because I passed the pointer ptr as an argument into my function, and the pointer ptr was initialized with the address of the variable space num. So now I can easily make changes inside the variable space num, and those changes will resonate everywhere because I'm making changes in the exact location where the variable num is stored. So that means the changes will be made in the entire program. So finally, when I print the value of the variable num, I'm going to get 999 in my output. So just be careful when you are passing pointers to functions, because your function can easily dereference the pointer and access the exact place where your variable is stored, and it can make some changes in that space. So you have to be very sure of why you're passing a pointer to a function. If you're not sure, then don't do it. It's a very risky task. So just one more thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to remove this asterisk symbol from here. So I'm just going to show you the difference between passing a value and passing an address. So if I remove the asterisk symbol from here, and now I'm simply going to, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to simply pass my integer variable num inside my change value function. I'm not passing the address this time. I'm simply passing the variable num itself. So now, I already told you in my previous tutorial that the value of the variable num is copied into the variable in the parameter list. So 5 will be copied inside the integer variable minhaj, and when I make changes in the integer variable minhaj, I am actually making changes in another variable. So this variable minhaj, this has its own memory location, it has its own space in the main memory. So when I assign it 999, I'm going to be assigning it to the minhaj variable. I'm not going to be assigning that value to the num variable, because the num variable has its own location in the main memory and the minhaj variable has its own location in the main memory. So that is why when I run the program, I'm only going to get the original value of the variable num, which is 5. So this is the difference between sending a pointer as an input to a function and sending the actual value as the input to a function. When you send a pointer as input to the function, you are actually telling the function the exact address of your variable. So whatever changes your function makes, those changes will actually be made at that address where your actual variable is stored. So that is it about passing pointers to functions. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section, and thanks for watching this video.